Welcome back to Beat 'em Up Joes. I'm just making sure that we're getting both my streams going right now. I've started using Restream, so I'm going YouTube and Twitch now. So just making sure that everything is going correctly. It looks like... crap. Okay, so I need a keyframe interval fix. My apologies, guys. Goodness gracious. Two. Okay, so we should be good now. Let me take a look at my two streams. Goodness gracious. All right. It looks like we're doing good now. Hopefully. But again, thank you for joining me, guys. This is going to serve as this week on Beat 'em Up Joes, and we're going to play some Final Fight tonight. I got arcade games running, and I'm super pumped about that, so we're going to play some Final Fight. You might have seen my video of learning how to do Cody's little infinite combo exploit, so I'm teaching myself how to do that, having a lot of fun with it. But first things first, on this week on Beat 'em Up Joes, I want to start with some pickups that I've gotten recently. I've got a handful of games that I've picked up recently that I wanted to show off to you guys. First off, I've got The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. This is the Player's Choice edition. I already had the original edition, so now I have both of those. Super pumped to have that guy. Next, I have Tough Enough, and I love this label. I think this is one of the coolest looking labels on the Super Nintendo. This is a one-on-one fighter. Pretty cool looking game. I watched some reviews on it, and seems this is more of like a slow, deliberate type fighter, but it's more focused on like priority attacks, being, you know, this attack is better than this attack, so it will hit while the other will, you know, not. So definitely excited to check that guy up. I picked those up from a young lady from Super Nintendo Collectors Group, Marina. If you're watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I've done business with her several times since I've been collecting Super Nintendo, and she's always really great. Super quick shipping, nice carts with nice labels and such. She's a pleasure to do business with. Next, I have Marvel Superheroes. This is War of the Gems. This is Infinity War, you know, the movie that just came out. This is very much that same story. This is a fun beat 'em up game for the Super Nintendo. This is it has Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and the Hulk. So this one's really fun. It's a lot like Mutant Apocalypse, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse on the Super Nintendo. It's a lot like that. There's some gem powers in here. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy War of the Gems. I picked that up from another gentleman in the Super Nintendo Collectors Group, North American Super Nintendo Collectors. If you're collecting Super Nintendo, get with those guys. A lot of really cool people there. Do great business and are just really nice guys. And next, I got this from my pal Dan G from that same group. This is a cool game. There's a lot that I want to talk about when it comes to Art of Fighting. This is a SNK Neo Geo cart. Well, it's not for the Neo Geo, but this is a SNK Neo Geo developed game published by Takara for the Super Nintendo, and there's a lot of like controversy with this guy. They actually created a character called Ryo, or Rio, however you pronounce that. But he was basically a ripoff of Ryu from Street Fighter, and so that happens, Street Fighter is like, well, screw y'all, you know. And they made a character that looks more like him. He was wearing a pink gi though, and they called him Dan. And he's just kind of like, you know, you're gonna rip us off. We're gonna make a pansy character, you know, parodying your character that you ripped us off. And I actually got that guy complete in box. Well, I got the box and the manual. I don't know what else comes in that. I need to do some research and find out what other inserts are in that and get that guy shirt up. But I did get box and manual in great shape. Dan, thank you so much. You are awesome, sir. I've done a little bit of business with Dan in the past as well. He's a good guy, very super knowledgeable. I think that he finished his Super Nintendo collection in 11 months. Freaking crazy, guys. But a lot of these games are beat 'em up type games, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on this week on Beat 'em Up Joe's. I've started getting some arcade games working, so of course it's emulated. That's the only way I'm going to be able to play arcade games unless I figure out something really interesting and I'm really looking into it. I'd like to have some arcade games. I think they're really cool, and you know, this is where beat 'em up games are. So arcade is the place for this stuff. So first off, I wanted to play Final Fight. This is one of my favorite games of all time, guys, and I'm really excited to play this game for you guys. And so I'm gonna roll my intro that has something that I did today playing Final Fight, and I think you guys will enjoy this. This is a neat little trick that you can do with Cody that is, you know, it's a little trick, and it's a really neat thing to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that guy now, and then we'll start playing some Final Fight. All right. So that was the trick that I was talking about, that you can do that infinite combo with Cody. And I'm teaching myself how to do it, and I had a blast making that video. It was just like, yes, I finally got it. And it's just awesome how you can finish off Thrasher in one combo, and he never calls in his other guys. So that's really cool, and I'm very happy to have made that guy. So but anyway, I'm kind of tongue-tied, and I'm just excited that I finally got some arcade games running. So let's play some Final Fight. Get rid of my camera here and bring up my, oh goodness. My apologies, guys. I've got to get this guy running again. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it did not, it died on me. Alright, so let's play some Final Fight. And you'll notice I've got some like new tech today. So I'm kind of experimenting with what I can do, and I think this is some pretty neat stuff actually. So alright, I'm gonna get the chat up right quick so I can see if you guys are chatting with me. My apologies. Okay, so now I should be able to chit chat with you guys if you're watching. I'd like to get to the point to where I'm crediting this guy, that being you do it in 1/4, but we're going to play through it first, and then we'll start working on trying to credit it. So I'm just going to drop as many quarters into this guy as I need to finish it. It's been a while since I've played through the game, so it'll be good to see it again. I'm just going to grab my Twitch one more time and see if I can... Where is my chat box on Twitch? Very weird. My apologies, guys. One of my favorite beat 'em ups by far. This is one of the first ones that I played and really realized what these games were all about. Of course, I played Double Dragon and River City Ransom before on the NES, but it wasn't until Final Fight that I actually kind of realized what was going on with these kind of games and realized that I loved them. Come on. So this is the most important part of this trick. When you have like more characters on screen, the frame rate will drop, so you want other characters off the screen before you can get Damned or Thrasher. Ah, I messed it up. He's gonna call his buddies. Dang it, I was so close that one. So close with that one. But we're going to take him out right here. So close with that one. But we got through the first level without dying, and we're on to the subway. Now, if you've played the Super Nintendo version, you know that these characters were actually changed for the Super Nintendo version. They are actually, more, male-like. They're not as female, because Nintendo didn't want people, like, oh, why are they beating up women, So Poison and the like are actually like male-looking characters in the Super Nintendo version. And I don't believe that blood from the knives are in the Super Nintendo version either. That's the version that I played the most of, which is surprising that I really like this game. Because the Super Nintendo version actually didn't have any two-player, no multiplayer on the Super Nintendo version, which is strange. You want co-op in these types of games, and the Super Nintendo version of Final Fight did not have any co-op, which is really strange. But it just wasn't there. It was also missing the character Guy, the ninja character. But I never really cared much for Guy anyway. Like, once I found out, that was the case, I never much cared for him anyway, so I didn't really miss out on much there. Oh, lost a life. But I think we get a life every 100 points, 100,000 points, so we're getting pretty close anyway. Maybe we'll get another life. Music's so good too. Yeah, I love that spin kick. And that spin kick will actually drain a sliver of your life, so you want to be careful with that. You only want to use it like when you're really surrounded and are in a bad spot. Definitely want to be mindful of that. Oh, Andre, you jerk. That stinking jumping move he does is terrible. But that's the trick. You've got to punch twice, punch away, punch twice, punch away. And that's the trick that most people use to credit the game. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but like I said, we're going to play through it first, and then we'll work on trying to credit the game. It's crazy how they only give you 2 lives to play through the game. It's nuts. Like, I believe the Super Nintendo version, you got 4 lives? Something like that, but like 2 lives to finish the game in is just kind of crazy. But we'll see if we can figure it out. And there may be rules to that, like maybe I can play on a different difficulty with more lives. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that, seeing what an actual credit of Final Fight is, what is allowed and what is not allowed. Because I've heard of people doing it, but 2 lives sounds a little extreme. And I've never really played a lot of the arcade version here. It's always been the Super Nintendo, because that's what I grew up with. We didn't have a lot of arcades where I grew up, so I don't think I ever played this on an actual cabinet. So this is my experience with Arcade Final Fight, is this emulator. And I'm using RetroArch is what's doing all this cool stuff. I've you know, the rounded screen and the scan lines and stuff. That's RetroArch, and it has, the reason that I'm using that emulator, aside from the really cool like screen effects, is the ability to integrate with Retro Achievements. Retro Achievements just added achievements to some Capcom games, arcade games, so I definitely wanted to get in on that. And I've gotten 12 of the achievements in Final Fight so far, but we're trying to get them all, and one of them is definitely crediting the game, so we're going to have to work on that. Oh man. Saddam is, you'll also notice if you played the Super Nintendo version that Saddam is actually called Katana in the Super Nintendo version. That is more censorship. I'm guessing he's actually Sodom, and Nintendo didn't like that name, so they named him Katana in the Super Nintendo version for his katanas, or Muramasas is what they call them in this game. Or Muramasune. I'm not the most up on Japanese words. So that's Sodom, or Saddam, however you pronounce his name. I imagine it's Sodom. The reason that Nintendo did not want to have his name included in the game because it was Sodom. That's my guess. I'm gonna bust this dude's car up. Oh no! Yeah, I messed up my time there. There's a leaderboard for clearing this in the shortest amount of time, so I don't think we even got on that leaderboard. Yeah, leaderboard attempt canceled.
Oh,
I'm not sure why it was canceled though. Maybe because I just didn't get in there. Not sure. Oh, Andre. This is the other thing that's really cool about the arcade version, is all of the characters on the screen at once. It's awesome. If you've ever played the Super Nintendo version, you know that it does not do this. And it's pretty insane, but it's really cool at the same time. I should have been keeping track of how many credits I used to get through the game. It's going to be quite a few. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it's going to be quite a few. Ah, you jerk. But like I say, if you can figure that trick out, you can just get through the game like that. That is the trick that people use. But like I say, I'm not sure if people credit it with 2 lives. 2 lives for the whole game seems pretty hardcore to me, but maybe so. If that is the case, I probably will never be crediting the game. So that'll be one achievement that I don't get. Once again, I'm playing with retro achievements in RetroArch. If you don't know about retro achievements, hit up retroachievements.org and check that out. They have emulators that add achievements into retro games. So that's what we're using here. RetroArch is a front end for multiple emulators. I'll show that off in a little while. That includes integration with retro achievements. So, hey, what is going on, man? Thank you. I really like Final Fight. It looks like I found a Final Fight fan in you, sir, or ma'am. But thanks for joining me. Like I was saying, this is through RetroArch. It's a multi-emulator front end that, you know, will do all your emulators, most of them anyway. I don't know exactly, you know, what all emulators it does and what it's missing, but this is running through Final Burn Alpha, which is the emulator core that you have to use for arcade stuff on retro achievements. So, and we'll be getting some new achievements here pretty soon. I've already gathered some of them is the reason why we're not getting achievements pop. But retro achievements is cool. It's an awesome way to go back and play games that you loved as a child, and, you know, a cool reason to go back to some of these games, even though I play them anyway. But it's a cool reason to go back to this stuff. You get an overall score as to how many achievements you've got on the site, and there are leaderboards associated with that. Eddie E, he's nasty. He's nasty mean. He's got gum there that you can pick up. Once you knock him down, he'll drop that gum, and that'll give you back some health once you pick that up. See how that works? He's a pretty cool boss. He's also got a gun and that billy club. He's a nasty boss, man. He's nasty. See, there's that gun. There's an achievement for dodging all of his shots. So we lost that achievement. He moves fast too, man. Ah, you jerk. So we got Eddie E down. But thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, playing some Final Fight. Also, again, if you played the Super Nintendo version, this level is completely absent from the Super Nintendo version. So if you played the Super Nintendo version, you're missing out on this. There's a boss on here that, of course, was not included. That ended up in the Street Fighter Alpha series, just like Cody and Guy did. Rolento, I believe is how you pronounce his name, but he's like this French military dude with a bow staff. He's cool. He's cool. But we'll get to see him once we finish this level. Man, the fire in this level is hardcore, man. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. My apologies. Cody's always been my favorite in Final Fight. I actually named my daughter after Cody. I can't believe my wife actually agreed to that. We actually named her Dakota, and I'm sure it's one of those things where she's like, well, he can think that that's who she's named after, but I eked that one out. But there are also achievements on Retro Achievements now for Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which is one that I've never really played a lot of, so I'm excited to check that guy out as well. We'll probably play either that or Ninja Baseball Batman tomorrow. Crazy, crazy beat 'em up. Really silly. Very Japan. So either that or Cadillacs and Dinosaurs tomorrow night. I haven't really decided yet, but I'm going to be playing a lot of MAME stuff now that I can run it. MAME has always been a little weird for me, but when they announced Retro Achievements for arcade games, I said, well, I've got to finally figure out how MAME works, and I'm very happy to announce that I'm finally playing some arcade games through emulation. Man, lots of enemies. Ah! The arcade version is so much more hardcore than the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, if you are supposed to credit this game in 2 lives, with just the 2 lives that you start with, I don't think I would ever be able to do it. Hey, what is up, Arthur? What's going on, man? Just sitting here playing some Final Fight, hanging out with you guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. You gotta have an elevator fight in beat 'em ups. And there's Rolento that I was talking about. It may just be pronounced Rolent. I'm not sure. This is such a cool fight. So now we got some weapons. There he is, throwing some more grenades. Oh, this is hardcore. Poison once again, not in the Super Nintendo version. Birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, dude. Ah, jerk face. So here's Rolento or Rolent. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. But like I said, he actually made an appearance in Street Fighter Alpha games along with Cody and Guy. Because it's funny that Final Fight was actually supposed to be a Street Fighter spin-off game. Well, I guess it is. But it was supposed to be Street Fighter 1989 originally. But ended up being called Final Fight. Man, those grenades are hardcore. Dakota, what are you doing? Excuse me. Oh. Cody. His name's Cody. That guy? His name's Cody. Oh, so we just got that achievement for completing the industrial level, level 4, and then we've got a leaderboard for the glass breaking game. I've never been good at this one. I don't completely understand. I'm terrible at it, actually. Now we're kind of moving along. Kinda. Terrible at that one. What is up, John? Thank you for joining me, dude. Playing Final Fight. This is 1989 arcade game. Beat 'em up. One of my favorites. It's awesome, dude. Soundtrack in this level is pretty good. I love that synthesizer that they used. It's on normal. But I don't know, you know, what is allowed for credit runs, even though I don't think I'm ever going to do any credit runs on this game, especially if it's just the 2 lives that you start with. I don't think I would ever be able to credit run this game, but it's just on the normal default difficulty. It's pretty hardcore. The arcade version is like, I've played a lot of the SNES version, and very new to the arcade version, so if I suck, that's why, or I just suck at video games. Oh, these G-Orber and Bilbo. They're assholes, man. There's 3 of them. Wong-Hu. But what I love about the arcade version is all of the characters that they can have on screen that the SNES version did not. Oh my gosh. Ah, Bilbo got me. Nice, man. Awesome. I'd like to have, now that I'm playing some more arcade games, I'd like to get some of these boards, collect some arcade games. I don't think I would ever have a cabinet, not in this, not where I'm at now. I don't have the room for it, but if I could collect some boards, that would be cool. I don't even know what prices are on some of that stuff. I'll have to look into it. But it'd be cool to collect some of the boards for these games. I may not want to do that after I see the prices on them. Maybe some, you know, marquees and stuff like that I'll start collecting. Ah, stupid drum can. Yeah, I've got it on SNES as well. I need Final Fight Guy, though. That one's expensive. Blockbuster exclusive, at least for a little while. I think there was a version that was not Blockbuster, but I know for a little while it was Blockbuster Video exclusive. Final Fight Guy was for Super Nintendo. It's like I was saying, the original Final Fight. Yes, Hugo is in here. You know, he has his palette swaps that they call Andre and Andre Jr., Abigail. But yeah, that's where Hugo came from, is from the Final Fight series. Poison as well. Poison is now in Street Fighter games. Guy was in Alpha games. Cody was in Alpha games. So we just got the 1 million point Streetwise achievement. So getting some achievements. But that credit one is not gonna happen unless I'm allowed to do it on different difficulties and with different amounts of lives. With the 2 starting lives, I don't know how anybody would do it. I'll have to watch some videos. Man, I'm not hitting these guys with this sword at all. Just missing. I love how all the graffiti says sexy. Like 3 places. I wonder if anybody just runs around tagging sexy all over the place. No, Poison is totally a chick. As far as I know, you know, Poison may be a weird, like, you know, what do they call that transgender? I don't know. It's possible, but Poison was actually changed in the SNES version to look more like a man because Nintendo didn't want people like, oh, they're beating up women. So I think Poison was originally a woman, though. I'll have to look into that because I feel like I have heard something about like Poison being some weird transgender. And not that transgenders are weird. I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. No, I'm totally not, you know. Oh man, look at all those flaming dynamites. We'll stay with Cody because I like Cody. But that's a pretty good question. I'll have to look into that. I'm pretty sure that Poison was originally intended to be a female. But never put it past the Japanese. They're strange when it comes to some of that kind of stuff. Capcom has never really been in my experience with Capcom games, though. They haven't been that super weird company, so you never know, though. Oh, these Elgatos. Save Cody once again. Yeah! Got knives everywhere, might as well use them. Ah, goodness. This is hardcore, man. Like, they do not screw around. This little chicken. Thank you so much. I appreciate the subscription. I definitely appreciate the subscription. Hang in with me. I'm going to be playing a lot more beat 'em ups, a lot more arcade games. So definitely ring my bell. That way you're notified of every time I go online. But I totally appreciate the subscription. There's Abigail. Another one of those Hugo palette swaps. He's got some face paint and he gets angry. He's a cool character. I'm about to go have to see what's going on with my daughter. I do apologize. She's flipping out. I apologize, guys. I will be back in just a moment. Let me pause this. I will be back in just a moment, guys. I apologize. I'm going to go see what's going on with my daughter. Alright, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Let me pull the screen back up in my chat, and we'll get back to Final Fight. Alright. Ah! Getting slammed already. Abigail's tough, man. I need to get these other guys out of here so I can get him. Probably should be throwing these guys at him. That might be helpful. But I'm getting pretty slammed here. Dude! Alright. Oh, dang it, man. That seems like they're fodder for throwing at him. Man. Yeah. So Abigail down. We've unlocked the Bay Area achievement. Now we're going uptown. Man. Country of Nin Nin. It says Capcom down below there. I wonder what Nin Nin is. Like, is that a Nintendo thing? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Like, because I don't think Nintendo had anything to do with the arcade version. Maybe Nintendo was just so popular that they wanted to allude to them. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look into it. Ah, Andre. Man, these guys. Twitch right quick. See if there's anybody in here on Twitch. One person. Thank you for watching on Twitch. Thank you for joining me here on YouTube. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. But once again, welcome to Beat 'em Up Joe's. This is a channel dedicated to video game collecting and retro video games. I just recently got arcade stuff working on an emulator, so this is emulated. It's a little bit of a bummer, but I don't have an arcade cab, and but I'm thinking about starting to collect arcade boards because this is where all the good beat 'em ups are. My channel being named Beat 'em Up Joe's, that's obviously what I'm way into. I wish there were still a lot of these, but there are a lot of games that still carry this spirit, so Oh man, tearing me up. Dang it, man. Take this knife with me, though. Ah! That was pretty slick. Deflection there. Ah, dang it. There's another credit. Man, I should have kept track of how many quarters I'm dropping into this thing. Or fictional quarters. Dang it, man. Man! This guy's tearing me up, man. Aha! I didn't see that coming. Ah, you jerk face. Alright, that's those guys. Some points here. Ah, dang it. There's another one. Dang it, man! The arcade version does not screw around, but these games were designed to eat your quarters. You know, that was the goal. Get as many quarters out of you as possible. So it makes sense. All right, here's the final fight. Or after this part, anyway. Ah, jerks. Ooh, that was slick. Ah, you faces. Man! Ugh! Ah, jerk face. Alright, so here's the final boss fight. Belger. And there's Jessica, our girlfriend that we're trying to save here. Ah, you jerk face. There's achievement for not hurting her as well. So if you throw him out of the chair without hitting her, there's an achievement for that as well. Man, he's tough. He's kind of weird too, isn't he? The way he bounces around and stuff. He looks kind of like an elf or something with his ears and his nose. We've almost got him though. Oh! Dang it. Dang it, man. One more credit. Alright, there we go. That is Final Fight. Cue cheesy music. Alright, so I guess this Pong Ji Nin is the Nin Nin that was everywhere. Let's see who else we might recognize in here. It's possible. I don't recognize anybody yet. It's cheesy music. It's good though, it's cool. Cody! Guy kicks his ass. Pretty good stuff. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I haven't done this. Oh, I'm going to screw it up. I'm going to run out of time. Alright, we got it in. Alright. So we'll watch the intro here and then we'll play another round. Maybe we'll play Guy or Hagar next. sometime in the 1990s. Capcom logo looks nice. All right. Let's do Hagar first. I like Hagar better than I do Guy, so Cody's totally my guy. Hagar's got this awesome pile driver. Yeah! You can even do that into other guys and take them out with it. It's pretty awesome. Awesome suplex. I shouldn't have ate that hamburger. I should have saved it. But thank you guys for joining me, playing Final Fight tonight. I'm having a blast with this guy. Like I say, I don't think Hagar can do the same trick that Cody does, where he gets him in the stun lock and get that infinite combo. I don't believe Hagar has anything like that, so we're going to have to deal with Dam's thugs this time around. Nah, I don't think he's able to punch and turn. Ah, man! Dang it, man! Pile drive these dudes. Ah, jerk! But I think that's really all I've got for Hagar. Don't really care for Hagar. We'll blow him up. Let's see what other achievements I've got right quick. See what stuff we don't have. We don't have a partner, so we can't get that one. 1 credit, it's going to be hardcore. We picked up Eddie's gum. We finished all the levels. We haven't beat the game as Guy. We beat it as Cody. We have not finished it as Hagar. Finished the car bonus with a perfect. I'm not good at the glass. I actually got the Don't Hurt Her, so I don't know how that worked, but I actually got that one. We got all the score challenges. We beat Damned without losing a life. None of the other bosses, though. Let's see here. Pass through the industrial area flames without being burned. Defeat Roland without losing a life. That's hard. Abigail. Defeat Belger and his thugs without losing a life. Come on now. Clear the slums without losing a life. So every level you can clear without losing a life. Beat 20 enemies while holding a pipe. We got the 20 knife kills as Cody. Sword with Guy. And then all the special moves you get achievements for as well once you've killed 20 enemies with them. So I need to kill 20 enemies with the ruffian kick and the flying kick. We deflected 10 objects. That's a flippin' Vault Boy. That's funny. So I've got a lot of them, but not quite all of them. But we'll go ahead and play Guy for a little bit, and then we'll call it a night on Final Fight. I may take a break and come back and play some Ninja Baseball Batman though. So if you want to see that crazy game, hang in here with me. Now, Guy can do that as well, so we'll see how far we can get with Guy on a credit. But like I said, I don't really like Guy as much, mainly because I just don't have a frame of reference with him. I grew up with the SNES version of this game, so Guy was never a part of that. Dang it, man. Ah! I was hoping to get that achievement for not losing a life finishing the first level, but it's kind of looking like that's not going to happen unless I can get through Damned without dying, which Guy has that move as well, so maybe it'll work out for me. Guy can do that trick as well. Hagar that can't do it. So let's see if we can stun lock him and... Ah, dang it, messed it up. He's gonna call his buddies. Oh, we didn't get... Dang it, man. He's going to call his buddies now, though. But maybe we'll get through without losing a life. That'd be awesome. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna call more guys now, so. Ah! Ah, dang it! Yes! So we should get an achievement for finishing the first level. Yes, Slum Master. So we got a new achievement that time, so let's stick with Guy for a little bit. Let's see how far we can get even on our life. Not far. There's an achievement for killing 20 enemies with the sword with guys, so let's see if we can knock that out as well. Ah! Dang it, man. That's tough because sometimes he just keeps doing that and you can't get up. Dang it, man. Ah, jerk face. Ah. Dang it. So there's one credit. Ah, that stupid knife. Man. Oh! Dang it. Man, that move sucks. It's hard to get away from. Dang it! Ah, church. Man. There's another credit. Dang it. I'm outnumbered here. Alright, let's see if we can beat Sodom without getting killed. Dang it, man. He's tough. Ah! Lost it. Yeah! Check up on my Twitch again. Still just one person. I think that's actually me, but there's one person in there.
Oh my God!
In the SNES version, he says, "Oh my car." Dang it, man. guy is certainly weaker. He hits softer, that's for sure. Ah! Ah, dang it. Oh, dang it, man. Wasted that knife. Dang it. There's another credit. Dang it. He's so fast. But that's actually all I've got for right now, guys. I'm going to take a bit of a break. Maybe I'll come back on a little bit later. I thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you next time right here on Beat 'em Up Joe's. If I can find my mouse. Thank you guys. Y'all have a nice